In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what house hacking is, what the benefits are to house hacking, how you can get started, and also if you want it done for you, I'm going to show you how to do that as well. These are the exact steps that I took in order to achieve my financial freedom in just 3 years. So if you're tired of, paying rent or paying your mortgage, if you want to completely eliminate that living expense, keep watching to the end of this video. So what is house hacking? So in its nutshell, in the most simplistic form that I can break it down, it's basically where you buy a duplex, triplex, or fourplex, so a 2-unit, 3-unit, or 4-unit, and you can do this by utilizing what's known as an FHA loan, and you'll have to put 3.5% down. Well, let's say you buy a duplex, you're going to be living in one side of it and renting out the other side of it. Now, whenever you're renting out the other side, that's going to be covering your mortgage that you would be paying because you bought the duplex. So now you're living completely mortgage-free, rent-free, however you want to call it. Some of those things that I just mentioned might have caught your eye. Yes, you only have to put 3.5% down on this property. Here's a caveat. You're going to have to live in the property for at least 12 months. And that's just for the stipulation of having to put 3.5% down because you're going to be using it as a primary residence. On top of only having to put 3.5% to 5% down, you're going to be living mortgage free. So that is one of the biggest benefits of house hacking. Now, another benefit is there's going to be some tax benefits that come along with it, like you're going to be able to write off the interest that's a part of your mortgage, and you can write that off at the end of the year. Another fantastic way about house hacking, you can do this every single year because you only have to live in it for 12 months. So you can then go out there and buy another duplex, triplex, or fourplex, live in it for a year, live mortgage free, and then that you moved out of, you can then rent out that unit, buy another property, house hack it, and then continue and continue and continue. While that all sounds great, I want to get you started with house hacking. So here's some essential things that you're going to need to do. The first step that you need to take is determine what your goal is. So what your monetary goal is and what your personal goal is. Like, why are you wanting to get into house hacking? Why are you wanting financial freedom? What number is that to achieve your financial freedom? So after you have thought about that, it's now time to get into the research and the planning stage. So this is where you're going out there and you're researching the market. This is where you're going to be finding deals. You're going to be analyzing deals, etc. So once you know how to find great deals, you then need to know how to get some financing for the property. So you need to be going out there and calling all these different type of local banks in order to get 3.5% down on the property. Now, there are creative ways that you can be doing this and you don't have to put any money down, but I'll get to that later in this video. Next, after you found your property, you found your lending, you need to also familiarize yourself with your local laws. You don't have to be a lawyer to do all this, but it's just good to know what the type of regulations are for your county. If that doesn't sound exciting to you, that's okay, because this next thing is actually going to be able to find the properties, your property selection. This is going to be all based off of what you were researching in the previous section. What I mean by that is after you evaluated a property, you analyzed it, you figured out, hey, this is a good deal for me. That's whenever you're going to contact your agent or whoever you're going through. Maybe you're just dealing with yourself, you're having to deal with the property owner. But that's whenever you're going to put the property under contract. After that, and after you do some documentation reviews that come along with it, like the appraisal, the inspection, closing documents, etc. After you do all that, it's now time to put some tenants in the property. And you can put tenants in the property, like market to tenants, in a number of different ways. But one of the ways that I found that is best is marketing through Facebook. Whenever I'm marketing through Facebook, I'm finding tenants within the week. And I'm not talking about just any old tenants. I'm talking about good qualified tenants. After you have found your tenant, you need to be able to manage them. Unless you're going through a property manager, you need to know how to do this. And you can just go to any type of software that is online on how to manage these tenants. And so whenever the tenant wants to put a repair in request for, let's say, a leaky faucet, they can just go online, put in the request, you get an email, and that way you don't have to deal with the tenants. You can just see the request, then call in the plumber, electrician, or whoever that is needed. Knowing all this, I get it. I get it that it can be too much. So that's why if you want to know how you can get it all done for you, just book a call with me. We can discuss it. We can see if we're a good fit for each other. There's going to be a link in the description down below to my calendar. That way you can get on my calendar, get on the books, and we can then discuss the best options for you. If we're not a good fit for each other, that's okay. I'll just push you in the right direction so you can get the help that you need, so you can start down the path of financial freedom. And I think that it goes without mention that this call is completely for free. So these types of properties that you can be house hacking, one of them is a single family house. So just a normal everyday house where you can buy a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, and then you can rent out the rooms. Now there are some obvious red flags in there that you want to be wary of. Obviously, you don't want to be renting out to a tenant that is a bad tenant and you're going to be living with them, like literally within the room. If you're doing house hacking through a duplex, triplex, or fourplex, then it gets a lot easier because then you have a big old wall that's dividing you and whoever else. You don't have a common space. If you have a garage, if you have a basement, these are some other things that you can do also to house hack. You can rent them out as well. It's kind of the same thing as renting out the rooms in a single family house, but this way that you don't have as much connection with them. I did want to leave you with some tips in order to be successful as a house hacker. First way, and I think is probably one of the most important things, is you need to separate the utilities, because this is going to cause so many headaches for you in the future if you do not separate the utilities. Whenever you're dealing with the tenants, you need to have some good communication skills, because you need to be able to communicate clearly what the rules are. Here's the contract, the lease, etc. So that's why I say you need to have some crystal clear expectations for the tenant. Another tip is you need to be having an exit strategy. So obviously in 12 months, you're going to be moving to another property, another duplex, triplex, or fourplex. And so you need to plan for that in the future. So let's say 11 months into your first house hack, well, that's whenever you can start looking for the deals, because typically it's going to take 30 to 45 days to close on a property. Also, here's a little golden nugget where you can reuse your FHA loan as many times as you want to, but here's kind of what the deal is with that. You can't have 2 FHA loans open at the same time. So you pull out your FHA loan for the first house hack, and then you're going to refinance after 12 months to a conventional loan. That frees up your FHA loan again, and then you can keep using it and keep doing the same rinse and repeat cycle. In my experience, house hacking is the fastest. It is the best way to achieve your financial freedom, because you're going to be eliminating one of your biggest, if not the biggest, expense that you have as a human being. You need your living expense to be completely eliminated. And so that's what house hacking can do for you. And that's why I'm such a big believer on house hacking. It's helped me. It's helped my clients. So why can't it help you? Again, if you want to know how you can get this done for you, all of it, so you don't have to worry about a single thing, there's going to be a link in the description down below this video to book a call with me. It's completely for free. So why not? If we don't end up working together, if we're not a good fit for each other, then no harm, no foul. You just gain some insight onto what the next path looks for you. While you're down there booking a call with me, hit that subscribe button, click that bell icon to get notified when I upload a new YouTube video just like this one, helping you navigate the waters of real estate investing and how you can achieve your financial freedom through real estate. If you also found this video helpful, hit that like button for me. But until next video, I'm out. See ya.